Welcome, welcome. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me. Oh, dude, these live streams kill me. I don't know what it is about live streams, but man, it definitely happens at a horrible time. Like my computer went live stream and then I had to restart. Yeah, it's I don't know. I was even like early to the show. I had the preview set up. I had everything going, and then all hectic broke loose. It's yeah. What a day! What a day! I don't have anything prepared. I guess it's just like the last live stream, just like it, except this time I was prepared and it still didn't work for me. Like not at all. Oh man. Yeah. Somebody said that. Well, here I can maximize myself until we get going. Yeah, somebody said that I should flip that around. So I'm like, it doesn't. Well, actually today, the buy low sell high actually fit me today. I actually went long OCGN. Believe it or not, I on my this morning during my live stream, I tried to short it, and obviously that didn't happen. And then I ended up going long and making $1,100 going long on it. So diesel actually went long on a stock a couple times, but I do got to say I'm holding it 500 shares short over the weekend. I was trying. I don't even know what the heck's going on with the computer, but so what do you guys? I'm gonna leave it up to you on this live stream. What do you guys want to talk about? You guys let me know. Oh, the dark side. The dark side. You guys let me know what you guys want to talk about. I mean, I can definitely talk charts. That's not a problem. But I don't want to have like the same live streams. Like I'd rather have it so like you guys ask a question. Going long. Oh, I can definitely do that. I can definitely show you where I got squeezed and yep, I can definitely do that. Yeah, we haven't talked. I don't go long, so yeah, that's definitely something new. Just give me 2 seconds. Nothing's loaded, so I don't know if like these live streams are a curse for me. Because, like, it's crazy. Like, I'm going to do this preview. I'm going to have all this set up, ready to go. And then, yeah, it didn't happen. Break it down, my man. OCGN. Oh, I'm 500 shares short. OCGN. I'm holding over the weekend. The only thing in my favor is I'm an early riser. So, I definitely see something in this pattern, and I've been waiting patiently for this backside of this move. Hang on a second. I gotta bring up the window. is not going to be it. Wow. I don't know. I don't know if this is a sign I shouldn't do live streams or what. There we go. There we go. I don't have you guys in the chat. Alright. Alright. How about we just drink beer? Oh, it's been that kind of a day. Where I leave off? Go along, did you... I do gotta mention one thing before I break these charts. I'm gonna be having a trade idea scanner. Monday morning, it will be live on the YouTube. So, like, it's gonna be a lot better than the trade zero. I'll take vodka and Red Bull. Perfect. Did you go along because what the pattern showed? Yep. So, yep, I went long because this stock is, I've tried to short it 3 days in a row. I didn't take profits. Yeah, it is what it is. Like, I'm really good at cutting a loss, so I guess that's the only thing I really had going for me today. I did have a green day, though, finally. I broke that. I'll have a video probably tomorrow on the recap, unless people want to watch it on the live stream. Take a vodka and Red Bull. So I take it you guys want to get in the charts already. Oh, let's see here. Oh, I don't want to do that. I gotta move you guys over so I can zoom in. So I didn't short this pre-market. Actually got short right before the open. As soon as this candle pulled down, I actually started shorting it. And I seen this come down, and then when this thing got bought right back up, I ended up covering in the 960s. It was a $400 loss right away in the morning. As soon as I see this get bought up, I'm like, yep, this thing's definitely bullish. So I just got out of the way. And then when it ripped to the high side right here, I started longing it, right? The close of this was, what was the close? 1027. Here, I'll just show you my P&L. So I made $1,107.66 on this long. So, get rid of that. So I ended up taking 1,000 shares long, and awesome trade. I definitely switched bias to really quick, and the only reason why I switched bias is because the stock has did the same thing every time, and I can show you why I get stopped out of these trades. Right here, stopped out. Right here, stopped out. And then when this candle got bought up, I got stopped out. And I always highlight these same patterns in my videos. Don't call it a comeback. For me, it was a definitely comeback because I've got burned. I was green this day. I was green this day. I didn't take profits. I thought once the 670 cracked, I was actually talking about the 670 in the live stream. Was it 2 days ago? I was telling Daniel about the 670 level, and when it cracked it, I was like, all right, perfect. And then they just bought it right back up, and then I had to cover. So this right here and this right here, these two patterns and then when this thing ripped, it definitely told me like it's a long buy setup. And then here this morning when this candle opened, obviously it's green now, but when this candle opened, it was complete huge body of redness. And I was like, oh, this is finally the backside. And that thing got bought right back up. And as soon as it got bought up, I think I stepped out at $9.60 for a $400 loss. And then I turned long biased. I actually went long in TD and Trade Zero, both accounts. So that $533 loss that I had going on the short side, I turned that into a $133 loss by flipping biased. I'm a short biased trader, but when the chart told me to go long, I went long. But as of right now, I have 500 shares short at an average price, I think, of $10.58 or $10.60. If this breaks this, what's the height of this candle? 11.88, so $12. If it breaks 12, I'm out of the trade. But this stock is just, I don't know. I thought right here the backside kicked in. So I pretty much shorted this whole pop. So we're going to see on Monday, like I say, the only thing I got going with me is I'm an early riser. So if this is definitely bullish, I'm just going to cut it and take the loss. But what gave me a huge relief was this candle right here. It's the same candle up here. Yep, I'm short overnight, short over the weekend. I have 500 shares short. I think an average of 10.58 or 10.60. This candle right here and this candle right here. If you go back on the stock, so this right here, this big green day, and then a huge red day. I'm pretty much basing this trade that it's finally the backside of the move. So it's definitely still in an uptrend for sure. But I had orders to short all the way up to, I think, the 12s. But like I say, if this breaks over 12, that's pretty much my stop. Like, I'll just take the small loss and then I have to wait for it. Hey, Chase. But this stock has been literally, like, tearing my world apart. And I don't know why I keep... like this right here, I thought the backside was definitely set in. Chase, you better be having some Bud Light limes. This has been a multi-day runner. If you look at, so here's the thing, is shorting stocks right now super risky. I can't preach that enough. So this stock, I actually was long 1,000 shares in the 360s, and I took a loss on this. And then this thing just decided to rip. So what I'm getting at is that, I don't know if you guys watched a million of my videos, but when I say the tide turns, the tide turned. Like, it's a long biased setup now. What are they doing? They're all following OCGN. Like, I can't stress that enough. I'm here to party. I have my Mountain Dew on the rocks. There you go. But that's the thing that you have to adapt with. Like, I adapted pretty quick. Like, this one and this one got me, and then when I seen this huge flush this morning, I'm like, alright, it's the backside. And when that candle got bought up as quick as it did, I definitely knew that the stock was still bullish. So then I flipped biased. I'm not going to short a stock that I think is just going to keep going up. So when that tide turns, like, I don't know if you guys remember in the past videos, remember this pattern? You'd have this huge green candle up, and then you'd have this red candle, kind of like this setup right here, and then it'd give all of its move back. Like, that was the pattern. Now, these stocks are running. They're multi-day runners. So the only reason why I shorted this stock and held this overnight is because of this move right here. This is the biggest downfall that this stock has seen yet. Every other day, it's small, really small, really small. This one, the biggest by far. So, if you're a short bias trader, all these stocks that are running, they're definitely a long bias setup. They're all following OCGN. OCGN's a multi-day runner. These are all going to try to be multi-day runners. What was that other stock? I actually shorted this. I shorted, my first short was at 12.22, and then I covered my first position at 10.70s, and then it kept coming down. So it was only 100 shares, but pretty much what I was telling myself is this is the hugest volume that this candle sold off. So I definitely thought it was a backside. Did I think it was going to go all the way to 1150s? No. So when this stock popped up, I just set orders to short it. I had an order set at 10.25. I had an order set at 11. Did I expect it to get up there? No, but it did. But I longed it, and then right up here, my best entry was 12.20s to 11.70. Actually, no. 12.20 to 10.70, not 11.70, 10.70. I gotta figure out that stock. That was BNGO. That's what it was. So yesterday, I was gonna hold 2,000 shares short on BNGO overnight, and my target was the 520s. What made me get out of that trade is this same pattern right there. As soon as I seen this same pattern, I was out of the trade. This pattern gave it away that it's definitely a long buy setup yet. And then this morning, I started shorting the stock at 616. This is where I went wrong. My target was 580. I got stopped out right here at 619, and it went to 580. Well, 582. But the prediction that I had was spot on. I thought the stock was actually going to test the 640s again, just off the history of what this thing does. I think I got too many stocks up now, so we'll just focus on this one. Did anybody trade this stock today? I take that as a no. Yeah, this has been a multi-day runner. So, like I say, you have to be able to adapt. Oh, you did. Did you win or lose? I know a lot of people got short squeezed on this stock. And like the clue that gave it away to cover your short was that first candle. I mean, this candle literally went green to red. And it ripped. Yep. This right here. As soon as this candle closed green, that was the setup to go long. So when this candle went green, that's why I took 1,000 shares. I was super confident that this definitely was not going. It's still on the front side. Something like this shows me the back side. But like these little red candles, there's not much volume selling off. So when this thing got bought up so quick, yeah, I definitely switched to long biased. $15 is, oh, that's small. That's actually a great loser. Like, that's really good risk management. Yeah, this stock has been a monster. Like, it's been insane. And, like I say, come Monday we'll find out if this is still bullish or bearish. Because this is definitely, like, I'm not surprised that it did have a pop. Because, I mean, this thing went from 13s to the 920s. $370 today. Well, if you took... So here's the thing. If you take a loss, and you learn from it, that's better than like hoping and holding. Like, just, I don't know. Like, a lot of times my trades are already pre-planned out. So like, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. So like the orders are like pretty much in. So if I get stopped out, it's not the end of the world. The only reason why you're getting stopped out is because you thought the stock was going to do something, and it didn't do that. So like, the best thing to do is either get stopped out or take yourself out. I don't know. I know, obviously, I think you've watched a lot of videos of mine, but when you see a candle go from a huge green or a huge red body, like this whole body was completely red, and the body was, well, obviously you've seen it. It was way down here, and then that thing gets bought up that quick. You could probably see it on the level 2 as well. That's a super bullish setup. And you're going to learn that more and more and more and more and more and more. Like, you ain't gonna be able, I can preach that to you right now, but like, that's a super, super bullish setup. When a candle goes red to green, or if it goes green to red, that's a super bearish setup. Like, what gave it away up here on the short was these two candles. If you were watching level 2 and these two candles, you would have noticed, like, when this candle went to 1365 and then it came back down, and this candle opened, like it tried to pop up, but right there was on level 2. You could have noticed that it just didn't have the momentum anymore. Yeah, the only way you're really going to learn is by really watching them candlesticks. And, like, if you're a short bias trader or if you're a long bias trader, like, seeing how them candlesticks react. That's the biggest thing. Like, how these things react is, like, it tells a story. So if this goes red to green, and the top of that body's way up here, that's super bullish stock. That's a super bullish setup. So I mean, yeah, that's where it's kind of nice to be a short bias traders, because you know the long setups. Like if you're shorting a stock, you don't want to see certain things. And this right here, you definitely don't want to see that. When you see this go back up like that, that's definitely a lot of strength. Though I can guarantee this though, like the last month or two, it's definitely been for the short bias traders. Like as soon as you start to see the weakness will sell off. And like what you're seeing now is like a multi-day runner like this. I see it all the time. You'll see these multi-day runners, and then the trend changes right back to short bias traders. So that's how you have to have you have to be able to adapt to that. Because what this stock does, a lot of them are going to try to follow that. And what I mean by that is that, like, that SYPR, oh, like this stock. Like this stock right now is trying to copy or mimic what OCGN does. I would love to start a Discord, and yeah, because like I used to be part of one, but it's just hard because I'm only one person. So like to try to start that and to like, it'd be a lot easier if I could have people like help me out running the Discord, or you know what I mean. So I physically don't have to like be there. But yeah, I would love to have some kind of a chat. It's just hard because like having a full-time job and then having the YouTube. And then, like, trying to throw a Discord in there, like, people want you present, and it's just, like, for me, yeah, that would just be really hard. But if I could have, like, people running the Discord, and, like, hey, if you guys want to, yeah, that'd be awesome. I just physically don't have the time. Like, I mean, just with a full-time job, and then just trying to create content for YouTube, and then having a family, like, it's just to throw in a chat, like, yeah, that'd be pretty difficult. Like, I mean, to have a chat, people want you present. People want you there, throwing your opinion in, and like. But yeah, I mean, I would love to have one if I had the time, for sure. So what else are you gonna do on this live stream? Do you all I can say, like, me being as a short bias trader is like, adapting is the biggest thing. It's like when you see these multi-day runners, multi-day runners, and multi-day runners, and then like I say, back a month ago, this pattern right here would have sold right off to the right here to the 286s, but now it's copying OCGN, and like, so if you're a short bias trader, just don't get too trigger happy. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know when the trend. Like, I remember saying that on an earlier video. Like, when the trend changes, like these things they go like ebb and flow. Like you'll have the short setups for like a month or something, and then one stock's gonna start ripping like OCGN did, and then they're all gonna try to follow that same pattern. Just like a month ago, all these stocks did the same pattern to the short side. They'd pop up, sell off. Every single stock popped up, sold off. Popped up, sold off. Popped up, sold off. So now it's like, when this one does this, they all try to follow that same momentum. So like, if you're shorting in here, you're probably going to get squeezed, because they're not selling off now. And like, all of a sudden one day, the pattern will change. And like, you're going to see this pattern not exist. And then it's going to go to a different pattern. Yeah, I do try to be transparent with the daily videos. Last night, the day before, I only had 3 hours of sleep, and I was just that beat tired. I was like, I gotta go home and sleep. But yesterday was a red day. I lost $227 yesterday. It was a red day. So if today wouldn't have been a green day, that would have been brutal. Not brutal, but I'm glad that that red day is over with. But yeah, I can't stress. So like, when I'm telling you guys I see patterns, and I see like, that's my niche is patterns, it's because my brain will adapt to this. Like, if my brain would adapt to this, this would have got really ugly. Because I would have just kept shorting and shorting and shorting. But instead, as soon as I seen that, like, that was a dead giveaway. That candle right there is a dead giveaway that this is a total long buy setup. So like, I can't stress enough. Like, when I'm putting out these videos, people are watching them, and like, I tell them I see the patterns. That's my niche. Like, I really hone in on that. Like, a month from now, these patterns probably won't even be around. It'll be something different. But this is going to copycat this. The next stock's going to try to copycat this and this. And then one day, the longs are going to be like, oh, this is a multi-day runner. Like, a stock's going to pop up. It's going to pop up like this. It's going to dip down. And then they're going to be like, oh, these are multi-day runners. And then it's just going to tank. And that's when it changes. Like, you have to be able to change with that. So I cannot stress that enough. Like, the patterns, give it away. Oh, I gotta shut my door. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Yeah, I try to put out the day. I try to put out the videos daily, but like yesterday, I was just totally exhausted. But like with you guys watching me versus you guys watching another YouTuber, like I don't know. There's a million YouTubers out there that have some kind of a niche in the stock market, or they think they do. You're never going to see content like mine. I can guarantee you that. Like, most people are going to trade out the VWAP. Most people are going to trade off a 200-day moving average. Most people are going to trade off of whatever's common. Like, my style is so unique. Like, I don't trade off any indicators. My indicator is what the stock's doing. That's my indicator. So when the stock does this, what did I expect? I went long 1,000 shares in the 360s. I got stopped out, and then the stock ripped. So I was totally in the right here. I mean, I didn't short the stock. I was totally in the right. So like that's what I mean. Like I have that niche to be able to identify why SYPR is doing what it's doing. Why? Because OCGN's doing it, and it's just a copycat pattern. That's why penny stocks are so predictable. And once the stock collapses, there's going to be a different pattern. Like I say, I can't highlight it enough. Like this, a month ago, the thing would have got crushed. But now what they're doing is they're doing the multi-day runners. So for me to hold this overnight or the weekend, what would, for me to say, hey, I feel confident enough doing that. Why is that? Because of this right here. I mean, that is a huge pullback. I mean, this is the biggest pullback that the stock's seen. I could wake up Monday morning and this stock could be in the 12s. I'm going to take the loss. Like, my stop is literally the high of this red candle. If this stock breaks that, I'm out of the trade. And obviously, it's still bullish. Yeah, I mean, I wish more people would watch. Not watch, but like really learn what I'm trying to tell people. Like, I could tell you all day, like, the VWAP trade. Like, everybody does that. That's really no, like, niche. Or I could tell you, like, buy on the 9 EMA, and if the 9 EMA has support, like, that's bullish. Like, you don't need that. What you need is a candlestick. This right here, it's the same patterns I preach. That right there, that's why I took 1,000 shares long. Hey, Patrick. How early can you trade? So, I can start trading long at 3 o'clock in the morning, Central Time. So, like, when I'm holding a position like this over the weekend, I can get out of a short on Trade Zero at 3 in the morning. So, as soon as the market opens, I will be up Monday morning at 3 o'clock. Just because I'm holding the short overnight. But yeah, 3 a.m. Central Time, I can get out of a trade. Long or short. So from 3 a.m. till 5 p.m., you can only go long with Trade Zero. But if you're holding the short overnight, you can get out of that short at 3 o'clock in the morning. So really, the risk is don't miss your alarm clock. That's the risk, is if you don't get up for your alarm clock, if your computer's not fired up by 3 o'clock in the morning, you can't really blame anybody but yourself. Yeah, don't oversleep. If you oversleep, yeah, I mean, and the stock goes against you, I don't know. But I'm an early riser. Usually I'm up at 3 or 4 every morning anyhow. So like for me to get up at 2:50 in the morning, it's not a big deal. But me holding a short like that, especially OCGN, like I say, if the stock rips past that red candle, I'm definitely out of the trade. So it'll be a really, I don't know, a couple $100 loss. But I'm like, when I was shorting this in here and here, and then this candle, like I was really hesitant to short the stock because they just kept buying it up. But when I seen this right there, that's what I was like, okay, if this is not the backside, then I guess, I don't know. I'll just cut my loss and let it continue to run. But you have to be able to adapt. That's the biggest thing. Is if you don't adapt, you'll blow your account up. Because you get so heavy on either longs or shorts. Like, it's vice versa. It doesn't matter what it is. But you'll be like, oh, this has to do this. No, it doesn't have to do anything. What do you guys want to talk about? What do we got here? 41 minutes. So we got like 20 minutes left. What do you guys want to talk about? I think the OCGN, like I say, I'm 500 shares short, holding it over the weekend. Average price of $10.58. The patterns definitely switched to long bias traders. SYPR. Yeah, I was long in this, got stopped out. But like I say, when I got stopped out and then it ripped, it definitely was a loss. Excuse me. But my head's in the right place. Like, I didn't try to short it. Like, I knew that I was basing this off of this, believe it or not. And like, this right here was a dead giveaway. It's just I got stopped out of the trade. I'm just not a long bias trader. But, I mean, me being a short bias trader and me knowing how my crazy brain thinks, that saved me a lot of money. Like, this right here, long bias trade. Long biased. Like, I can't preach that enough. Like, the candles, I know I always say this, but the candlesticks do not lie. Like, look at this. Right here. It got to 408, and then it never returned to that level ever again. Total long bias setup. But yeah, this pattern right here, I tried to long it, got stopped out, and then it went without me. But in my head, it's a win-win. Like, I was on the right side, it's just I got stopped out. So it's not really a big deal. It's just, I think it's more of a win-win because I know what's going to happen. So, like, until the pattern switches, they're all going to try to be multi-day runners. So to try to short a stock, you're betting against the trend. You know how they say the trend's your friend? Well, if you're trying to short any stock right now, the trend's not your friend. Don't short it. Like, if you're going to short it, wait for a confirmation. Like, this is a confirmation to short a stock. This is not a confirmation. Like, I tried to short, got stopped out. Tried to short, got stopped out. So I cannot... I remember when we were talking about this pattern right here, when it goes green to red, and I'd say wait for the confirmation. It's the same thing. Like, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So for you to short the stock, you're just going to get burned. Like, it's going to come down here, and it's going to go to here, and let's go to here, and then up and up and up and up. But if you can look at this and say, hey, that's a long setup, like right here, long setup. This right here, long setup. This right here, long setup. Why is that? Because it's not breaking that heavy support. This candle right here, the low is 583. What's this candle right here? Low of 583. What's this candle? Low of 583. So you're telling me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 7 hours, it never broke 583. That right there, if you can't say, hey, that's a bullish setup, like, that's what I mean. The power of them candlesticks can make you so much money. But you have to be patient. I always went the opposite of the trend. Then I followed my success. Yeah, the trend is your friend. And these 20-day 1 hour candlesticks is going to show you the trend. That's 1 hour in a whole candlestick. So like to short this right here would be confirmation to short that for sure. You know, my entry would have been 650s. I didn't trade this, but I'm just looking at the candlestick. That's where I would have shorted 650s. And like when this candle opened and it couldn't break, the close on this candle was 641. The high of this is 642. That definitely screams short. Now is it going to get crushed? Probably not. But I know Patrick. He, like I said, everybody has their different trading styles. He shorts into the pops, and like he's comfortable with that. But like I can't stress enough the confirmation. Like when this candle closes, and like for 7 hours, it did not break 583. Like it's probably not going to break that 583. If it can't go down, where does it go? It can only go up. So if it can't break 583, where does it go? It goes up. I mean, I can preach this all day, and I still have to follow my own self. Like I can, people get impatient about trading. Like they always want to make money. Everybody wants to make money. But the more that you're patient, I think the more money you're gonna make. For sure. So I'm really curious on what the stock does on Monday. If this is like when I was long in this, I should have never. I got stopped out because of the 340. But I mean, the low of this is 341. The low of this is 343. So still beat this by 2 cents. Like, I mean, yeah. Sometimes, like, I'll even misjudge it. That right there should have said, hey, it didn't break the low of that last candle. You should hold it. But yeah, I'm trying to show you, like, long setups and shorts. Like, I'm a short bias trader for sure. But when the opportunity presents itself, just go with the trend. Like, don't try to keep shorting and shorting and shorting and shorting. Yeah, my mind process is this. Like, I've shown this setup right here. 1, 2, 3. These 3 candles. Or you go 1, 2, 3. Whatever direction you want to go in. I've shown this on, I think, every single video I've ever put out since I came back to YouTube. I've shown this pattern. Like, this right here will make you a ton of money. So it's like, to look in as aspect, like, I know everybody has a job. You get paid by the hour. So say you want to wait 2 hours, and then the third hour, you're going to get paid. Like, that's one way you can look at it. Like, say you have 1,000 shares or whatever, 500 shares, and this goes from 340 to 480. Yeah, you're 1,000 shares. You're talking. That's a lot of money. So you just waited 3 hours to get paid over $1,000. So that's what I mean by patience. Like, if you want to look at it as an aspect, like, you get paid by the hour. Kind of like your job, like they pay you by the hour. So if you're patient, really, really patient, like you can literally, there's nobody going to teach you that setup. Like, I don't know one person that, besides me, that knows this setup right here. Like, or like a setup like this, or a setup like this. Like, I don't know anybody that's, I've never seen a video on YouTube saying, hey, these 3 candles in the 20-day 1 hour is a bullish or bearish setup. Like, or something like this. Well, but yeah, patience. Patient people get paid. Impatient people pay patient people. So like this right here, if you're a patient trader and you're like, okay, my stop's 409, and you're like, where do I think this is going to go? Well, my first thought process is 464. If it breaks 464, it goes to 469. If it breaks 469, it goes up to 474. So like 1, 2, 3, that's a downtrend. All of a sudden the tables turn. Uptrend, 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 uptrend. So if you get in right here and you say, okay, my stop loss is 408 and I'm going long, if it breaks 408, let's say you give yourself 5 cents and it breaks that, you can get out of the trade. But if it don't break 408, then you hold the trade. Yeah, patience. I mean, that's something like I can't stress enough. But let me tell you, I'll tell you a really quick scenario. Say you had 1,000 shares right here, and your stop is 341, and you're like, if it cracks under 340, I'm gonna get out. But if it don't crack under 340, where does the stock go? Well, that would be my first target up here, or right here. So if you're long let's say the 350s, and your first target's the 430s, and you long 1,000 shares from 350 to 435, I mean that's $800 in 2 hours you just made. So I'm trying to put it in the patience perspective. Like my trading, I hold trades for hours. Sometimes it doesn't go good. Sometimes, I'd say a lot of the time it pays off. Like my trades are pre-planned. So I'm either gonna get stopped out, or I'm gonna win the trade. But I know everybody has a different trading style. Like there isn't too many people I know that's gonna hold a trade for hours. But patience just comes with time. Like, once you see the trade develop, and you see, like, hey, when I held this trade, I made X amount of money, and when I don't hold the trade, I make a little bit of money. But to be able to hold the trade, your execution, when you get in that trade, you have to be a sniper. Like, to hold that trade, you have to be a sniper. You have to know that level's like the back of your hand. So like if you're long in this stock, you have to know your stop loss is 340. So you're telling yourself it can go from 380 to 342, and you're gonna hold that position. You have to be comfortable with that. Because you're gonna go from being green on the position to red on the position. So until you're comfortable with seeing green to red to green, it's going to be really hard. But if you can get past that P&L, you're golden. Trade Zero, I think, is like about $60 a month. If you have over 50,000, the platform. Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. If you have over 50,000, the platform is free. Yeah, crypto's a whole different ball game. Like $59. Yeah, crypto is crazy, crazy, crazy. Um, yeah, I've never really tested my like theory, my patterns in crypto, but I'm sure it's the same setup. Like I go off the 20-day 1 hour candles. I'm sure it's the same setup. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into crypto maybe on a weekend or something and see like I mean a candlestick's a candlestick. Okay, correct. 50K free or I think 200 share. Yeah. I would um I've been into gold and crypto. Yeah, a lot. I mean, it's just personal preference, like what you like to trade. My niche is penny stocks, but I mean, it's the same thing. Like the candlesticks are going to be the same as crypto to penny stocks to large cap. The only reason why I do the penny stocks is because do you know how to set the stop loss on Trade Zero Pro? What do you mean by like a stop loss? You can um I would have to say between Trade Zero and Center Point, you're probably gonna find the best short list. Enter the trade with a stop loss. Do you know how to enter? So like a conditional order. So like it's either gonna hit one target or the other. I think that's what you're asking. Stop loss order. Yeah, I actually have a video on my YouTube that goes over that. Um, it's just a different order than like a market order or a limit order. Are you using hard stop losses? Pretty much. Like it's either gonna stop me out or it's gonna hit my target price. Like one thing is I don't trade the P&L. So like when I'm in the trade, it's either gonna stop me out or yep, yep. It's just a different order. Like instead of like hitting the market or hitting a limit order, like you're just setting it up. It's either gonna hit point A or yeah, point A or point B first. Which one comes first. And for somebody like that has a full time job, I mean that's probably a really great thing. It's because you can just pre plan your trades out. Like you physically don't have to. You physically don't have to buy it. Like you don't have to push any buttons. It's already all set up. Ready to go. So I take you guys are familiar with the Trade Zero. Trade Zero Pro, I'm using a market order stop loss now. I could probably, I don't know about today, but I could definitely do like a more in detailed version of that. Yeah, you're just doing a different market order. Like you're just not, like you're not just hitting like the, yeah, your market or limit order. Because if you're shorting a stock and you put a limit order over that, say the price is at like $1.50 and you put like an $1.60 to cover that position, it's just gonna stop you out. Actually, I think that's only in pre-market that'll stop you out. But yeah, you can definitely set up a different order to do that. That video of mine says, what is it? Hang on a second. Let me just pull this up. So if you go on to that video, it says Trade Zero, how to set up a stop loss order or a range order. That would probably help you a lot. No. So I think I need this. So it'd be this video right here. Hopefully you can see that Trade Zero, how to set up a stop loss order or range order. That would be probably really helpful to you. Oh yeah, but this video goes into a lot of depth on that, like how to actually set it up. Yeah, definitely don't go in like big size with something like that until you get really comfortable. Definitely, Tony and let's say Ivy. Thanks for coming to the chat. You might have to rewatch a lot, but like the main thing that I focus on is like candlesticks and patterns. So we got an hour and 4. So we'll go a little bit longer and then probably wrap it up. I think this is a great live stream besides, once again, like trying to get the live stream going. That was super ridiculous. Yeah, I think them guys will definitely like learn a lot on this channel. I'm definitely outside the box trader. Like I'm not your typical trader at all. And I think if you watch my channel, the more and more you'll see that. Yeah, I definitely need to do uh, a playlist for sure. Definitely agree. The Friday sessions you're probably going to get the most out of than like watching a daily recap. I definitely go into a lot of a lot of detail on how you can make a lot of money short or long on penny stocks, and you could definitely use that strategy for something else because it's just candlesticks. Like, I'm sure you could go into the crypto world and figure out the like. I don't know what they trade, but yeah, yeah, she definitely helps out a lot. That's for sure. Um, I'll definitely let her know that. So, is there anything that you guys want to know that I didn't really go over? I kind of went over a lot more bullish setups today. Just because, like I say, the pattern will switch, and if you can't adjust with that, you're definitely going to get left in the dust. So I definitely, as being a short bias trader, I know the long bias setup. Like, you have to be able to you have to be able to know that setup, because if you don't, you're just going to get really burned. And I'm here to make you guys money. Like, I'm preaching this so you guys implement this on a daily basis. You know, and it holds me accountable for my actions. Hey, thank you. Definitely, I'm definitely one of those wing guys. Like, I just wing it. But yeah, I'm here to make you like. I want you guys to make as much money as I do on a daily basis, and you don't have to be some like huge rock star to do it. Like, all it is just candlesticks. The candlesticks will tell you the direction of that stock, and you just have to be disciplined enough to listen to them. I tell you what, man, I'm glad this week's over with. It's been a long week. Tomorrow I'll just get to relax. What makes you want to help us? None out there. They try to just tell people better traders. I mean, I strive to be a better teacher than a trader, but there's just there's a lot of people that tell you a lot of things in the stock market, like try to make you believe, like if you trade this way, if you trade that way, you're gonna make all this money, and it's just a line to sell you a bunch of crap. Like, what I preach in my videos, it's real. Like, what you see in my videos, I do on a daily basis. Like, when people are trading VWAP, or like 9 EMA, 200 EMA, like all these indicators, there's nothing unique about that trader. All they're doing is they're trading off of a line. Like, there's nothing that's going to separate them from the other YouTube trader that's trading off the same VWAP as them guys. Like, what I preach in my channel is something so unique. Like, I want people to make money off of it. Like, you're not gonna learn my strategy on any YouTube out there. I mean, that's where it comes. I mean, that's where the consistency comes, is that people don't teach the real thing in trading, and the real thing is just candlesticks. That's all you need to know is candlesticks. Like, I want people to make more money than me. Excuse me, but and like, be proud of that trade. Like, man, he taught me this. Now I put that in my brain, and now I'm seeing this on a daily level. Like, you don't need an indicator to tell you that the stock's bullish. You don't need an indicator to tell you the stock's bearish. Like, that candlestick's gonna tell you if it's bullish or bearish. I mean, for me today, to get stopped out on a short, turn around, hit 1,000 shares long, and make $1,100 being a short price trader, like, there's no system out there that's going to tell you that. Like, not one. If you're a short bias trader, you're a short bias trader. Like, there's no system out there that's going to say, hey, this candlestick did this, so on the next candlestick you go long and then make $1,100. Like, there's nothing. There's no book out there. There's no YouTube out there. No YouTube trader out there that's going to tell you, like, this is the setup to go long, or like 3 candlesticks in a row like this. You know, there's nobody out there that's going to show you that. And I'm going to show it to you because my brain picks up patterns. So when I see this, I mean, that's just an easy setup for a long. Like, you definitely don't want to be shorting that. Hey, thanks, Greg. Yeah, I mean, just the more you implement what I teach you guys, trust me, if I'm making money every single day, I mean, obviously I have red days, right? But I mean, if I can go eight days in a row or whatever green, I'm not going to teach you something that I'm not implementing myself. So when you see my trade recaps, you're like, oh, I know why he shorted that. Like, as soon as I pull the ticker up, you're gonna know why I did what I did. Why is that? Because you watch my YouTube. Like, you're gonna know why I did everything I do. Like, I do the same thing day in, day out, day in, day out. I look for the same patterns day in, day out. I don't try to change anything. I don't try to, like, dabble into other things. It's strictly patterns. So if the patterns tell me it's bullish, it's bullish. If the patterns tell me it's bearish, awesome. I'd rather be a short bias trader, but one thing you can't do is you can want the market to do a certain thing, but the market's going to do what the market's going to do, and you just have to be able to adjust to it. That's one thing that I've learned, is if you can't adapt, you will get crushed. And if you're watching my YouTube and my videos, there's nobody on this planet, I know this, I watch every big YouTuber's name out there. There's nobody on this planet that's going to tell you, right here, why would you go long SYPR? It's because it's the same pattern as OCGN. Like, nobody out there is going to tell you that. Nobody out there is going to tell you to long that stock. Like, that's what's going to separate me from anybody on YouTube. Is that I don't go off any indicator but what you're seeing on right here. Don't forget us originals. I think I got a long time before I become a Ross Cameron. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, I took Ross's course, and you know what, it is what it is. But he trades 1 minute, 5 minute setups. Like, you're gonna pay $3,000 for that, a 1 minute, 5 minute setup. So if I go to a 1 minute time frame, let's just go to this. If I go to a 1 minute time frame, and then you go to a 5 minute time frame, all his course is you're buying the first 1 minute candle to break that high. So there's not special. So where he's going to go long is this candle right here. That's what his course is. You're going to be buying over 884. And then he'll do the 5 minute setup. I mean, there's a million traders out there that does his same setup. Like, there's nothing unique. He's just fast on the keys, and his niche is watching level 2. Like, that's where his niche is at, is watching level 2. Like, my niche isn't level 2. My niche is patterns. Like, to be able to switch biased as a huge short biased trader to go long biased. That says a lot. Like, not too many traders I know that can just switch their biased. But you're gonna realize, like, on my channel, like, you're gonna see it's patterns, 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 patterns. I mean, that's this stock right here. Why is it bullish? Because OCGM, same pattern. So if you're gonna short this, you're gonna get squeezed. Are you looking to short the stock? I'm definitely a short bias trader by all means. Like, my comfortability is short. But what I teach you is I teach you a long setup and a short setup. So like today, this candle right here. So this candle right here, as soon as this next candle opened, I made $1,200. And I'm a short bias trader. The only reason why I did that is because of the way this candle looks. Right here, you see 3 candles like this. That's a bullish setup. These are 20-day 1-hour candles. This is a huge bullish setup. And let me just show you guys something. You want to know how I learned this setup? DLPN. I have to scroll back. Oh, I have to go back a little further. 30 days, 1 hour. So what you're going to notice on my channel is I see patterns. That's my niche, is patterns. I know for people watching this might be like a little repetitive. Do you get level 2 with trading view for 60? Yes, you do get level 2. You get level 2 for $60. This right here, I learned this on DLPN. So this pattern right here is stuck in my brain since 3 of 23 of 21. Anytime I see a setup like this, it's a long buy setup. So right here, 20-day 1-hour candles, long buy setup. I'll give you a lot more examples. Right here, long buy setup. Right here, long buy setup. Yeah, you're. Is it Ivy? I'm sure I pronounced your name wrong, but if you watch a lot of my daily recaps, every daily recap, you're gonna see these patterns pretty much highlighted. And then if it's a short bias trade, you're gonna see something like this highlighted. But this right here, long. And like, if I were to go to a 1 minute time frame, all you're looking at, like, all these levels come off the 20-day 1 hour. So, like, if you can judge this and say, hey, that's super bullish, then you don't need the 20 days. But I would suggest them. What time frame is this? It's the 20-day 1 hour candlesticks. So, so if you go up to 20 days, 1 hour. So each candlestick represents 1 hour of price action. And that's the only candlesticks I trade off of. I trade penny stocks off the 20-day 1 hour candles. And you'll start to see the power of these candles. Like, if you go back and watch my other live stream, I really go into depth on these things. Yes, I'm using crypto. Yep, same thing. It's just I see patterns. I'm not saying you don't see the same thing. It's just my brain patterns. Like, that's my niche. So, like, today, like, SYPR for the gold, don't know why. If you're making money off of that's awesome. That's all that matters. Like, your brain's used to that 39-minute candle. Like, I used to trade off the 1 minute and 5 minute, and like, as soon as I switched to the 20-day 1 hours, my trading, like, the pattern stuck out a lot more clear. Yeah, like a longer time frame candle, that's a lot of support and a lot of resistance. Like, I just started using these, I don't know, 3 months ago. Others I traded off the 1 minute and 5 minute. So if you use these patterns in, like, penny stocks, I can almost guarantee that your trading is going to change, because you're going to take out a lot of the guessing. So I will be back in a couple minutes. I just have to use a restroom. I know I'm going a little bit longer on the live stream, but it's fine. Yep, I'll answer that real quick. So, like, if you go to my YouTube channel, obviously you can go to it right now or after the live stream. I would say 98% of my trades are short biased. But I will be back in 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to go to the bathroom. Have a blessed weekend. I don't know kind of even what I'm doing. Um, like I say, I think you'll have to, Tony, have a good weekend, man. Thanks for showing up. I think you have to watch, a little bit more of my videos, maybe. I'll tell you one thing. The reason why I short penny stocks, or if you want to go long, is because of the patterns. If one penny stock does it, they all do it. And, like, you'll see in my videos, like, how much I'm right about that theory. Like, you're not going to... That's one thing, is you're not going to learn that on YouTube. It's really crazy how I trade. Must have had a drop off. I wish. I think it's the 5 beers. Like, once you break the seal, it's over with. But I can almost guarantee you the 20-day 1 hour candlesticks will definitely, if you get into penny stocks, obviously there's a lot more to it, but it'll definitely change your trading. I will post today's recap from today. So I had two red days, Wednesday and Thursday. The rest of the week was green, and then today was green. I was hoping to get like a 10-day green streak, but that obviously did not happen. So, let's see. We've been going for an hour and a half. So I'm now out of hope. You have a great weekend, Ben and Greg as well. Yep, we've been going for an hour and a half. Anybody that just joined or joined recently, you could definitely rewatch the video. A lot of my content, you're gonna find, like, it's probably nothing you've ever seen before. That's kind of why I'm the consistency. Like, I don't trade. I know, like, Greg, Tron, some of these other guys have heard this a million times, but, like, my niche is patterns and candlesticks. That's it. So anybody that knew, if there's any last minute questions, I'll definitely take them. Otherwise, yeah. I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. Like, I know I'm definitely looking forward to it. I thought today was definitely a really great live stream. We got some new people, which is awesome. Hopefully you guys all subscribe. Hope you guys like the content. I try to do this every Friday at 7, but usually something always goes wrong at 7 o'clock. But for anybody new that got on late, you can definitely like watch from the beginning. I go over OCGN. It was a $1,100 winner today. I was short biased at first, switched long biased, and then I'll have a recap on that trade. But thanks, Patrick, for showing up. It's awesome. Thanks for everybody showing up. Yeah, it means a lot. I'll try to do these, like I say, every Friday, but we'll see with the work schedule. So I take it there's really no more questions. Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully everybody has a great weekend, and yeah, we'll definitely hit her hard on Monday. We'll see how OCGN short turns out. Like I say, I'm short 500 shares at 10.58. My stop's $12, and I'll definitely be up at 3 o'clock. Probably 2.50. Because if that thing decides to rip, I'm definitely getting stopped out really quick. But hopefully everybody checks out some videos and learns something. So I guess I have to do it until the famous sign hits. Till next time, traders. Do you trade live? So I was just about to go, but I'll answer that. I have a live stream up Monday through Friday that just it just live streams from my house. So it just records the screen. So I actually don't. The order's already set, so like you get to see it live trading, but I don't get to be on the mic or anything because I'm at work. But you get to see you get to see the P&L every single day. So I mean, if that's what you mean by trade by live, like every live stream throughout the day is live trades. But they're just recorded from my house. One day I'll get to do this like on a daily basis, but as of right now, I still have a full-time job. So like the full-time job definitely takes priority over trading. So like that's why I get up at. You'll see me live at like 3 or 4 in the morning, is to plan out my trades. But the screen's always recording, so you get to see on Trade Zero what I lose and what I win each day. And then starting next Monday, I'll have a trade idea scanner running as well. I do have the Trade Zero scanner. It's alright, but it's definitely not a trade ideas. So I'm pretty much just gonna put that up there just for anybody that's on the stream, that they can definitely watch it. So is there any more questions before we end the live stream. Thanks. Yep, you get to see the P&L on a daily basis. It usually goes from 4 to 5:30. I'm on the mic, and then I have to go to work. So like I'm pre-planning my trades out from like 4 to 5:30. But what you guys see with the Trade Zero, if you go back on a couple live streams, you'll see, or like even live trades, you get to see what I win or lose. Like that's broadcasted to the world. So, once again, I thank everybody for showing up today. Hopefully, you guys will all show up next Friday, same time, 7 p.m. Thoughts on OCGN Monday. I have a short position, 500 shares short at 10.58. My stop is 11.8. Well, pretty much $12 is my stop. On OCGN, I actually I went long the stock today. It was I don't know, $1,100-$1,200 winner, and usually I'm a short bias trader. But like I say, the candlesticks pretty much told me that that it was a long. But yeah, I'll do a recap on this trade. But as of right now, I have 500 shares short on this position going into Monday. So my thoughts on it is it's the backside, but anything can happen. So a trade zero, I'm allowed to trade at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'll definitely be up probably like 250, 245. So if this thing does decide to rip, I'll just cut the position at 12. But I'm expecting a pullback, but it doesn't mean it has to do it. I mean, the stock's been a multi-day runner. The only reason why I shorted it, and I'm really comfortable holding it over the weekend, is right here. That's the only reason why I'm really comfortable holding it, but it doesn't mean it has to just fall off. But this being a multi-day runner, it can definitely keep going, for sure. If I could give it any advice, I wouldn't be too until you see the backside of any penny stock. I'm guessing they're all going to try to be what OCGN just did. Alright, guys. Hopefully you guys all watching the videos. The live streams, I definitely go into a lot of depth with my trading style. The recaps, it's kind of a brief 5-minute trade. Nothing too crazy, but the live streams, you're definitely going to learn a lot more than watching. I mean, the recap will show you exactly what I did, but the live streams are like, I'm here to help you guys. Did it take you long to get used to the TW platform? The Trade Zero, all I use is just the level 2. The charts, I still use TD Ameritrade. The only thing I use Trade Zero for is just the shorts. The shorts and to get the locates. Otherwise, all my charting comes from TD Ameritrade. But the platform's pretty easy. I put a video on how to short a stock on Trade Zero. It's kind of a just a set it up and to actually walk you through how to short it. It's actually really simple. To short a stock on Trade Zero is really, really easy. And in my opinion, they probably have one of the best out there for locates. So yeah, go check out on YouTube. It just says how to short a stock on Trade Zero. It'll pretty much walk you step by step once you have the platform. It's really easy to short a stock. Do you have a reverse stocks? Nope, but when as of Monday, I'm going to have Trade Idea Scanner. So if that's something that you're interested in, I could definitely put that in the scanner. Yeah, as of Monday, I'm going to have a Trade Idea. So you'll see my P&L, and then the rest will be the trade ideas. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to shut it down. Thank you guys all for tuning in. And like I say, 7 p.m. Next Friday, we'll definitely go over what happened throughout the week, and I'd say 95% of the time I definitely have trade recaps, but if you see the trades live, it's definitely your choice to watch them or not. But I guess until next time, traders, peace!